Imagine a situation where law enforcement asks to search your property, your car, or even your person. You might feel a mix of pressure and uncertainty, wondering if you have to agree and what the consequences are if you do. It is a common scenario, and knowing your rights in these moments is incredibly powerful. The direct answer is no. Your consent to a police search is not always binding. While giving permission for a search typically makes it legal, there are very specific circumstances where that consent can be challenged and potentially invalidated, meaning the search was not legal after all. The core reason consent might not be binding hinges on whether it was truly given voluntarily. For consent to be valid, it must be freely and unequivocally provided, without any coercion or duress from law enforcement. This means officers cannot threaten you, make false promises, or trick you into agreeing. Your mental state also matters. If you are under the influence of drugs or alcohol to the point where you cannot understand what you are doing, or if you are not mentally competent, your consent might not be considered valid. Furthermore, the scope of your consent is crucial. If you agree to a search of your car's trunk, that does not automatically allow officers to search your glove compartment or your person. So, how do you navigate this in practice? First, you always have the right to refuse a search. Clearly stating, "I do not consent to this search," is a powerful assertion of your rights and puts the burden on the police to establish probable cause or obtain a warrant. If you do choose to consent, make sure you understand exactly what you are agreeing to. You can also explicitly limit the scope of the search. For example, you might say, "You can search the passenger compartment, but not the trunk." Remember, you can revoke your consent at any time during the search, verbally stating that you are withdrawing your permission. Understanding the nuances of consent is vital for protecting your rights. Legal terms like voluntariness and scope of consent are not just legal jargon. They are the bedrock of the Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches and seizures. Knowing that consent must be freely given and can be limited or withdrawn equips you with the confidence to assert your constitutional protections. Even if police have a warrant, you have the right to review it and understand its boundaries. Ultimately, the benefit of knowing these rules is peace of mind and the ability to make informed decisions when interacting with police. Your consent is a powerful tool, and understanding when it is truly binding, or when it can be challenged, empowers you to protect your privacy and property. Always remember that asserting your rights politely and clearly is your right, and it is crucial for ensuring fair treatment under the law.